Ladies and gentlemen of the Upsurge community, it is grand finals time, and oh, do we have a treat for you. Everything you thought you knew about Rainbow Six, throw it out the window, because tonight we will see new strats, we'll see old strats, crazy plays, hero plays, between Ancients Gaming, Original Esports. It's the end of the line, ladies and gentlemen.
This is grand finals time. These two teams have fought tooth and nail throughout the whole season over the past couple of months. And they just look so good. So I'm expecting a series and a half, Colin.
I mean, like, we got a storyline today. Like, it's all set up. It's all written in the lines. This is Original Esports' last tournament together. And on top of that, this is Ancient Gaming. They came out of left field. They just brought it out of nowhere. They picked up new players, made it to the grand finals. Both teams have nothing to lose at this point. So I'm excited to see what each can bring to the table.
Ancients Gaming taking out Consulate. You know that they don't really want to play it. We were talking about, in particular, Cafe, right? We weren't really touching on Border, even though it's going to be a really awesome map to watch. Cafe was the one that Ancients Gaming got 8-0 sweeped on in the last series. And the one point I wanted to bring up is that maybe they took this week to really VOD review and take a look at Cafe, right? They know exactly their differences, and they know where they ended up messing up. When they ended up going on to attack, they didn't go top down, right? They went through the front door. They went on the sides themselves. So it's going to be awesome to see.
As a coach, you kind of have an outside view of like what happened during grand finals for Upsurge. Do you think that some of that is reoccurring issues there that you guys are working to address?
Yeah, we had a couple of the issues that we had during the grand finals were, of course, reoccurring, like small stuff, little like inner player issues and communications that we had going on. But there are also other factors in the grand finals that we didn't experience in the finals. We had an issue with the map bans. We didn't properly get the maps that we wanted to, or the ones that we wanted to play first, and we didn't properly, I would say, prepare for the other team as much. I think we were, after the finals of our conference, we were a bit confident, too confident going into the grand finals.
So you think we just didn't prepare enough for that team to come out the way that they did?
We prepared, but I definitely don't think we prepared enough. I would say we could have done more.
I don't know if you saw that, but Fate threw in the gridlock spikes and it got shot out. So that's one of the gridlock spikes is actually out of play and burned by Fate with no value to it at all. JC, he's gonna get into the red staircase. He's gonna get his exothermic charge off. Well, first one is burned, and they do make it.
There's a Valk cam right here. You can get it from the breach.
No one's bitch corner, is that what I heard?
No one's
bitch.
No one's bitch.
I'm joining up white right now. We gotta go faster.
Alright, we got a nade from the. We got a nade. And get the fucking.
Valk cam on pink. Get this cam. Get this cam.
I need flashes on Skylight.
One below.
Nothing white at the moment.
They're gonna see 4.
No.
Keen, you need to shoot this cam. Keen, you need to shoot this cam on pink.
Taylor, jump down.
Okay.
No, I need to get this thing off the stocks.
He double ADS that one.
I'm
Why?
dropping
How
down
can
then.
he see me? I'm pissed.
I got it. I think I got it.
God.
Let's go. I got the wall. I
Coming.
the wall.
Don't let him swing on me. He will.
Nothing
swing
I'm
white.
holding
on
good.
me.
watching white.
Play
Watching white.
for the side of Ancients Gaming, and that is a successful nitro cell from them. What are you doing? Sorry, I was just taking a side there. I didn't know what to think of that. JC pushes into the electrified barrier, trades back and forth from Ancients. They make it a 4v3. They're gonna pick JC back up. But if the Valkyrie peeks around, if the Mute peeks around through bathrooms, this is a dangerous situation now for Ancients. And it's just going to be just like that. I have no clue what just happened for Ancients. They fell apart from nothing.
Gotta try and find this here, as now Original has made their spot inside of this point, but they need to clear out the rest of the floor before they do anything. It's going to start off with Christmas. Inside of Pixel is going to be Keen Minds, as he does output a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough because Ray Dog says sit down and also takes down.
What's that? Can I swing on her?
She's like close left.
She's
going to
she
default.
pushed in. She's pushed
going to
in.
default now.
Default. Right on default.
IQ dead.
One ticket
Bathroom.
booth. One
I think
swinging,
he's down.
swinging.
Might be down.
New bulk.
Can I swing?
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
Oh, she wasn't looking.
I came for white.
Then she looked. You down
Last
her.
one's-
You down new balk. You down new balk. Last one's on cigar door. Going to help him.
Picking him up.
Pick
Picking
him
him
up
up.
right now. They're both up.
Swinging.
They're going
Running.
to diffuser. Going to red. Went through. She's still on ticket booth rotate. She's going through ticket booth now.
One's
still new
running.
balk.
He's in
Piano and new bug. Cigar.
Cigar.
15.
In bar.
Nice try. It's my fault.
They punched out the red hall window, and I would have died if I dropped.
I lost my gunfight because I had a UMP. Unlucky.
So I guess let's start with kind of where you guys have been. How did the core 3 come to be?
Well, at first I was picked up when we were part of 4AG, so it was a different organization, and that was with Keen and all the other guys without Fate at the time. So when I first joined there, then we started building up, and then we joined Ancients as 4AG's roster, and then roster changes came around, and then Fate came in, and then we started with that roster for a while, and then we started making roster changes. So it was just over time, building with players, going through players, and progressing.
We had kind of an unexpected turn of events at Grand Finals. How'd you
Yes.
feel about Grand Finals? What happened there?
Grand Finals, I mean, given we had maybe a week or two with the new player and with the second new player as well. So we were kind of new as a roster. So yes, we had the core 3, but then we picked up 2 others. So it was kind of harder to get that chemistry going. That takes a while to get. So it was more just we needed to play more together when we played that game, and they were just the better team at the end of the day. So we can't really take away that, but.
How is picking up Mila changed the dynamic of the team for you? I mean, has the core 3 pretty much stayed the same, and you guys are all kind of playing the same, or have you changed roles and maybe play styles, or maybe like, let's say for example you leaned on Fate a little bit more when you guys were as a core 3, but now maybe you guys run as a duo and you lean on Mila and Keen leans on Fate. Like, how has that changed the dynamic of you guys?
The dynamic of it, well, first, Mila brings a lot to the table. Not just because of his mechanical skill and individual plays, it's his brain and his knowledge on the game as well. So that bringing into a game, he does bring in more coordination, more chemistry that we have been growing since the conference finals and all that, since we picked him up, honestly. So it's really brought us all together. I don't feel like there's a duo, there's a trio anymore. It's the 4 of us playing together, pinching all together, and it's becoming a team finally.
Okay,
He dropped in.
one on server. He's on the
Up
server
where?
rack.
Dropped
We
one
have to have
side.
somebody. We have to have somebody take the other side.
Yeah, I'm going.
Shoot the Kate
Wait,
off.
wait,
Habana, go to. No. Shoot the Kate off. Habana, go to the wall.
Where's the Kate?
I don't
Where's
have
the
anymore.
Kate?
I don't have anymore.
Okay,
He's
doesn't matter.
lounge. It's just ratting in fucking bar.
Touching. Yo, we don't. They have a cam here.
I'm gonna go up red.
You lounge,
We
lounge,
nitro,
lounge,
nitro,
lounge,
nitro.
lounge, lounge.
Smoke dead. I got smoke. Red.
Hard left
Lounge dead. Lounge dead.
Is Bandit dead? No, Bandit's on my
No,
wall.
Bandit-
Bandit's on my wall.
Bandit's dead,
Bandit's dead.
Bandit's
Bandit's dead.
Have you killed Jaeger?
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Nice
boys.
Oh, man.
Down
God.
and bring themselves to a match point.
You're going to go for the Cade Bandit. Once again, the Jaeger set up inside bedroom with them. Not too much roaming for the side of Original Esports. They do have a player set up in cash room. Very tight hold for Original.
You're free. Come all the way
Watch
in
the
the bathroom.
hatch. Watch
Hit
the
it.
hatch.
Come.
I'm trying my best to hold. I can hold the hallway. Did you get it?
Got it.
Nice.
Right.
I'm coming to get the
Alright,
wall.
Taylor, let's come get these sledge castles off.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that soft
I
over
need to
there?
get this. Yeah, I need to get this.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Okay, go ahead.
There's another one on.
Alright, I have it held.
You're dead.
Nice.
Castle dead.
Yeah. Need help getting this off.
I'm safe.
Let's
I'm
just
safe. He's gonna
band it,
swing.
let's
He's gonna
just
swing.
band
He's
it.
gonna swing. He's gonna swing. He's gonna nitro. I can pick myself up. Don't even worry about me.
I need the bandits off, guys.
They're
Go
gonna
ahead
get
and
in here
sledge
in
it
a
off.
second.
You ready?
C4,
Yep.
C4,
I'm
C4.
Zope it off.
Let me draw before you peek this.
We need
thing.
to hope. I'm gonna have to punch it or something, dude.
I'll punch it. I have more health than you.
Yo, bandits in the hallway.
Yo,
You want me
back
to
out,
come in?
bro. If they
Habana,
you're
listen to
dead.
calls, because you can push if there's all three on our side.
Alright, I'm listening. I know bandits in the hallway.
We have no drones, nothing.
I don't
telling us.
either. I need this shit
Duff.
off.
Does he find the shot that he needs, though, as he's looking for heads? There you go. He runs out, but doesn't get the right side.
That 1-for-1 trade favors Ancients Gaming for sure. Because Coffee and Red Dog, last two standing. Coffee's 5 and 7. Red Dog hasn't had the best map either. And they are going to be very off-site. The closest is going to be Red Dog sitting in construction. Will he be able to find anything? They're going to open up hot tub balcony.
Going red.
He's close to me. Jim, rotate.
Jim, rotate right here. JC.
Is there a rotate red?
Somebody's coming up my stairs.
That's
Jim,
gotta be
rotate
Cade
dead.
then.
Last main.
That's it. Last one's Cade. Main stairs.
And there
Oh,
you go,
boy.
Ancients Gaming take their first map. I cannot imagine what the comms sound like, but they are probably going crazy because they just came back and are going over to game 4.
When we picked up a 5th player, what are we expecting them to do right now? Because you don't necessarily have a whole lot of time before CL quals. We've maybe got a month, give or take, month and a half, something like that. Am I accurate on that?
We're actually a little over 2 weeks away from the first set of CL calls. Tomorrow is like when it opens for registration, so it's like
So
we're cutting short in time, but we have like 3 people on the list that we're still like in day. I think it's down to just 2 players right now.
Nice.
And we're almost set on 1.
What does that look like when you guys bring in a 5th player? Do you guys normally split the workload across the core 4 and just try to have the 5th there do frag essentially?
Yeah. So when we picked up JC, we've just been kind of trying to fill the gaps that have been there. And so JC, we felt like we needed someone who could be like an IGL kind of flex player, and then on attack just be that hard support guy. So we brought him in to try to do that. And now for this one, we've kind of taken a step back and we're looking at, okay, what is our real need? And so the 5th person is just kind of filling in where those gaps. And so we put a lot of pressure on JC to kind of come in and do a lot of things, whereas with the new 5th, we're just expecting him to come in and kind of just support everybody,
Be a true flex.
A true flex, yeah.
We might risk it for the like 5-man IGL system, so if you find something, do it. Like say it and do it. So we can't like rely on one person, but it's mainly just been like King IGLing at the moment, and I think he's fallen back to more of like the soft breach kind of main flex second entry role, so then he doesn't have to like focus on fragging the whole time and then try to IGL, so he can do like both at the same time.
If we lock down a 5th and we can get that full roster to the point where we don't have to focus on, hey, these are the strats, and we can focus on, hey, here's all the little things that we can fix, I think the sky's the limit for this team. So I feel pretty confident.